Astrometica, or Subnautica in Space, has just announced the first 3 updates that they're going to be doing in 2025. These are awesome. They feature loads of stuff such as new environments, locations, new buildable items, new ways to travel, and new gear. There's going to be tons and tons of stuff in there, as well as quality of life improvements and a load of bug fixes. It's going to be a great year for Astrometica. If you are a fan of Subnautica, definitely try this one out. It's 100% worth it. And it's just like Subnautica. It's just in space. And the similarities are uncanny. It's amazing. I'm not going to say that they copied or anything, but it just works well. It is a good game. Subnautica did it so well underwater, and these guys have gone and done it so well, but in space. So I'm very excited for the future of this game, and I do think when it breaks out there a little bit, it will be just as popular as Subnautica. Highly recommend checking it out, and if you do want to see more content on it, subscribe to the channel and drop a like on the video. So let's have a look at what these first 3 major updates are. The team say, we want to share some upcoming features and changes that will be arriving over the next few months. We have important balances as well, and first off, a huge thank you for all of you supporting us, playing, sharing feedback, or contributing to the community. We're beyond grateful. If you haven't seen it yet, check out the wiki. And we've also got a 10% discount to the main game for a limited time. So definitely check it out whilst it's on a discount. There is a demo available as well, which you can play if you want to try it for a little bit before you sink some money into it. But it's at a decent price anyway. It's not too overpriced at all. It's currently on sale for £15 and 7 pence with that 10% discount. It's normally £16.75, but you can get sort of bundles which add extras to it. So if you do want to get some extra games like Eden Crafter and Astro Thief and stuff like that, developed by the same dudes, I'd highly recommend checking those out. Now, the first part of these major updates is the new environments and locations. They're going to be adding new locations and immersive biomes for future updates, such as rocks, new space stations, loads and loads of cool stuff. They've been focused on building a robust pipeline to ensure that they can get a lot of these environments out in quick succession, which is going to be quite cool. And here's a few, as you can see here. We've got the sort of rock, which looks like some sort of moon base, and then the space station there, and then various caverns that you can go into that are based inside asteroids. So there's going to be a ton of large asteroid outposts. We have seen a few very, very small ones, but seen some big open locations that we can go and explore, get a good amount of loot in, and are not relatively small is going to be quite good. The plan for these is to add unique stories, different facilities, rare resources, and areas that are designed for deep discovery, so you can go wander through. And as you can see by the size of some of these things, they're quite big, and there's going to be a lot to explore in a lot of detail in there. What they've done with some of the current locations already, really smart. I love the way that they've done it. You need various tools to go through, and you've got little tunnels and little hidden bits that you may not have noticed the first or second time round. So going back to these locations and gathering more resources is always worth it. I'm still going through the game and going back to various locations, and there's loads of cool stuff there that I find that I've not seen before. So in survival games, having that replayability and reason to go back to certain areas is always fun, and these guys do it quite well. They're also adding mining outposts and mining facilities to comets, asteroids, and floating around in space. As you can see here, these things are massive for scale. That is a character right there. And as you can see here, this is a big one that's attached to an asteroid. These were used back in the day for mining resources and mining asteroids for all sorts of resources and rare materials on them. Now they're abandoned, mysterious, and feature little radio logs that indicate more of the storyline. The storyline is already quite robust and quite cool, but adding these in there is going to add a whole new layer to that. Hopefully we see a lot more set pieces. At the moment, in-game, they are missing quite a lot of that, but it is early access, and they're continuing to add and expand on it as they progress. They're also going to be adding new islands. Now, there's plenty of islands already with the blue domes on, and as you can see here, these are going to have them as well. These are going to be there for various elements, with handcrafted ones designed for story and progression, and then various other ones that are designed for going through and just gathering loot and resources, which are going to be there for your progression and will be procedural. They'll be tied into progression elements of your game, so you'll need various tools to get into them and access certain areas inside. But a lot of them are going to have some really good resources and loot on, and they are just a great place to stop, grab some oxygen, get some food, whilst you recharge a little bit before you progress through space. Then they're also going to be adding drones that will be available for multiple functions. Storage drones, fabrication drones, and defense. These can be equipped, and NPC drones will be tied into the game's storyline various points later on down it. But these companion drones are going to be doing all sorts of stuff to help you out and keep you safe as you venture into the unknown. I do love these drones. They look cool. We've seen them in game already, and we take them on every now and then. That is a load of fun to do. They were a bit of a bitch at first, but once you've figured out a way to deal with them, they're quite cool and easy to handle. The team's also going to be adding new tools that will let you interact with objects in the world and use the environment to solve puzzles, move things out the way, and get through difficult and hard to reach areas. As well as that, there's also a new liquid vacuum tool, which can be used to collect alien liquids and resources in zero gravity. Some frozen liquids will unlock access to new areas. So as you can see, these are the blueprints of these two new tools, which look quite cool. I do like the look of these guys. And then that fabricator, I'm assuming, is going to be something to sort of make the new tool. I'm not 100% sure. It does look strange, though. And then for the base builders out there, there's tons and tons of new decorative items coming to the game, such as planters, the plant pots here, and a new furniture fabricator, which will allow you to build loads and loads of different items to customize the base exactly how you like it, such as planters, statues, desks. As you can see, the wall statues there, the wall shelves, sorry, the desks there, which will look quite cool. I'm not too sure if that is a desk or a shelf, but whichever one it is. And then we've got the statues up top, and then the planters, which hopefully the planters are going to be something that you can put on the wall as well. That would be quite cool. And also a trading system and loads of balances as well will be coming in the next few months. The trading system I thought was a bit strange at first, but how that's going to work is some sort of trading system at trading stations. So whether we'll see NPC drones or just like a machine that you trade, and you'll be able to trade things like asteroid belt coordinates, decoration items. So nothing that's really going to get you through the game or help you. I don't know if you'll get like food and drink and stuff that you can trade. I think that would be quite cool. We'll have to wait and see. But there's going to be a bunch of changes to progression and balances and looting and things like that as well. And now blueprints are also going to be split into 3 new types. So decorative, modifiers, and rares. So decorative, usual stuff, small buildables, decorations, modifiers for tools, companions, and vehicles. And then blueprints are for new modules for vehicles and important progression items. So these are the blueprint boxes here. They do look quite cool. I think the rares should have been in the triangle and decoratives should have been in the square. And then modifiers in the middle one, though. Whether they'll change that, I'm not 100% sure, but we'll wait and see. Then loot and location balances. Things like the Red Cave, the Skipper, which isn't really all that great. Things like that. Loads and loads of changes to where loot's going to be, key items may be, and also balancing vehicles to make them a little bit more usable. Because the Skipper is a bit of a pain in the arse. It's better that, well, it's not as good as the car, but it does work for the start. It's not really the fastest or the most useful, but we'll have to wait and see what changes they make. Now, for a timeline on these updates, they will be going live between now and June of 2025, including new locations, stories, buildables, and he's hoping that they deliver a meaningful change and meaningful content to the game. He also appreciates your support and feedback whilst they continue to develop Astrometica. You can join their Discord. All of the links are in the description down below. Once you're down there, join mine too. Some awesome people in there. For now, though, that is it from me, ladies and gentlemen. Astrometica is looking good in 2025. If it sounds good and you're a fan of Subnautica, definitely check it out. It's a great game. I'm loving all my gameplay so far. Currently making an absolutely beastie base, really enjoying it, and it's working quite well. Hopefully we'll have that ready for some content in the next few days. For now though, thank you for watching. I've been Wyatt, you've been awesome. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.